Today's video is a slightly different one for me. It's something that I've never done on YouTube before, and that is an unboxing. What I think is even more exciting is that I have never allowed myself to do something like this before, and you're probably wondering what I'm talking about, but I'll explain a little bit more as we get into the video. Let's first start by taking it back to January 17th of 2023. So this is when the men's runway shows were proliferating the internet and creating a nice buzz, and I made a beeline for the Saint Laurent menswear show for autumn-winter 2023. Now, it's not very obvious by the way that I'm dressed today, but I am a huge Saint Laurent fan. And I always watch the runway shows because, as simple as the brand can be, I love the energy and the styling, and that's what really moves me each and every time. I watched the show and was in awe. I was so moved by it. It was a fairly minimalist collection, but I felt like it was designed for me. Now, Anthony Vaccarello obviously does not know who I am, and that's okay, but I saw myself in every single look that came down the runway. Dramatic shoulders, long vertical lines, romantic and luxurious fabrics, elements that exposed the body in a sensual but not overly provocative way. There was a slightly androgynous quality to it, and I aim for an androgynous approach, an androgynous feeling in every outfit that I put together. But what really captivated me was when I read the quote from Anthony Vaccarello on Vogue, where he said that he really was aiming to lessen the difference between the menswear and the women's wear, right? He wanted the women to be able to be the men to be able to be the woman, and he wanted to lessen that difference, right? No distinction. And I loved that attitude and I loved that quote. That show single-handedly reinvigorated my passion for fashion. I was really hitting a slump, I was feeling uninspired, I was feeling unmotivated, and I was feeling like everything was the same. And then to have a show that looked like what I wanted my closet to be, it really shook me out of that funk and brought me back to life. The following day, I went to Pinterest and created an entire Pinterest board based around 5 looks from that runway show. Fast forward to the present, the fall 2023 runway looks are now available to be shopped on the website. Now, I do live within driving distance of a Saint Laurent store, but I knew that the pieces that I wanted wouldn't be in store. I pulled up the website, I take a look at the photos, I move to the men's site, and I start to shop. And I saw the piece that I had to have. Now, if you're anything like me, price is not always an issue, but there reaches a certain point where I say, I can probably find something that gives the same effect that is more reasonably priced, where I could have multiple items, for this one piece's price. But something in me just couldn't do it. I couldn't go out and find a dupe. I really felt like I had to have an authentic piece from the show that reinvigorated me, that brought me back to life. After 5 days of debate, I put the item in my cart and I checked out. Normally, when I make a big purchase like that, I'm filled with instant regret, and that did not happen this time. Well, today is September 6th, and the item has come in. So it got a little bit beat up, but it's all good. We're gonna unbox this together and, get our first impressions. Right, we are in. And I don't know if you guys have ever ordered from Saint Laurent before, but the excess of black tissue is always crazy. So in here is my receipt. My piece came from the 5th Avenue store in New York City. right, guys, here we go. So we can see a little bit of it peeking out the top of this garment bag. We're gonna open this up together. Oh my God, I love it so much. Wow. So this is the draped blouse in the eggshell color. They call it twill, but it's 100% Cupro. So this has an asymmetric draped neckline, a cummerbund waistband detail, a plunging shawl collar, bat wing sleeves, and I can get a little bit closer for you guys. I don't know if you can really see, but it's got a nice sort of sateen finish. It is gorgeous. It is gorgeous. I can't believe I allowed myself to do this because I never, ever do. I never buy the original. I always buy the dupe. And I get it, right? I get it. But this just brings a smile to my face just looking at it. I am so, so excited. So I love the fact that the cummerbund actually has a zipper in the back, so it's just easy to get on and off. This is going to look amazing tucked into some black trousers. Let me try this on for you guys so you can get the full effect. I will be right back. All right, guys, what do we think? I think I like it. I think I do. There's actually a mirror right here. I'm checking myself out. This is definitely giving a lot of cleavage, but I think it's really, really great. So you can see here's the draped asymmetric neckline. The cummerbund is actually a separate piece, which you guys saw hanging on the hanger. It actually has a zip detail here and a fishhook closure. It actually loops through. So if you can see here, like see how my hand goes through? So it actually loops through to keep the top in place and rests comfortably over the waistband of your trousers. If I turn around, you can see the back here. So definitely a nice, relaxed, draped, kind of like a pirate vibe. I like the batwing sleeve, and the cuffs are a little bit more fitted just to provide a little bit more structure so it's not too loose and overwhelming. I paired it with these vintage Lanvin pants I got in Georgetown in Washington, D.C. And then I've got my bow patent leather boots on. I actually purchased these right after watching the Autumn Winter Men's show in January. I wanted the Vaseline, which is the silhouette that was on the models, but that only just recently became available, and I wanted to recreate the vibes as soon as I could, so I couldn't wait. But I do like these bow shoes. They are kind of built like a loafer in the toe box, and they've got a 3-inch heel, which I really, really enjoy. So I know this piece is really bold, it's really daring. It's not for every man, but I really am glad I got my hands on it. So I just checked the website, and there was a size small available, which is what I purchased. Typically take a small in most men's tops, although I will go down to an extra small if the cut is a little bit more relaxed. But the extra small, the small, and the medium are on pre-order. The large is set to notify me, which is probably just an email that will come to you once it comes back in stock on the website. And then the extra large and the double XL are find in store. So this is a great piece to add to the archive. If you're a little bit more of a bold, daring gentleman, I say go for it. Pre-order it, have it, and keep it in your archive. I think that this is a piece I'll end up wearing for decades, right? I mean, 90s romance novel cover, that look comes back into style, I want to say, about every 20 years, and I think I'm just glad to have finally taken the plunge and purchased a runway piece that really just spoke to me. I really am glad to be able to cross this off my wish list and not feel like I had to settle. Now, I don't think I mentioned this earlier in the video, but this piece is $2,590. That is a pretty hefty price tag. Listen, I won't pretend like it's not, but if you love it, it won't be painful. And I knew it was going to be a good thing when I didn't have buyer's remorse when I checked out. I apologize, guys, that this video is super disjointed. I'm just really excited. My thoughts are all over the place, but I just had to come on and share this unboxing with you. I appreciate you guys watching until the end. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace out.